Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson, nearly impossible to beat no matter what he weighed in at. But it was 66.7 kilos. He's 180 centimeters tall with a reach of 184. Up against them, Saul Alvarez, 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
Sugar. So here comes...
This bout is scheduled.
One of the hottest We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Now going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Nice counter punch right up the middle. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight. The fans are on the edge of their seats.
It's so hot, it's so heated. There's a roof on here you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on earth.
Nice counter shot. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That jab doesn't score. Couldn't land that jab. Catch and shoot. No rest for the weary. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. He is down big time on the score. And there's the bell to start round two. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
The perfect counter lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That jab misses. Beautiful counter punch. That jab doesn't find a home. Nice job slipping that left uppercut. He missed with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, we know they've got...
That's his round.
The bell rings and we start the third. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, the people that make the history of our sport.
Nope, that jab not gonna score. And he scores with the counter. Can't land the jab there. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The perfect counter lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. That hook was off target. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious.
Listen, be smart.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. Looking to land the hook. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice counter. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Nice counter. Can't find a home for that jab. The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. They've got the momentum. They back into the fray here in round 5. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed. Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
The jab misses. Beautiful counter shot. These two are the perfect hand partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
All right, let's reset. Switch stance.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Nope, that hook won't score. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's now. Whoa, wait a minute! Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Talk about a...
Back on the job.
On to the 6th round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? And
Whoa, Johnny! Oh, my word, Canelo just got clipped. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
the corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Punch, counter punch. Good counter punching.
Great work. It's all going nicely. It's all going to plan.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do.
And time.
So it's plan B time after being knocked.
Big deep breaths.
And there's the bell for round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
The straight right just misses. They need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
The straight right just misses. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them.
Time out.
A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his... Round 8, and we're off again. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
You'd like to see more jabs. Hook doesn't score. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Sugar Ray is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you still want to fight?
No surprise there, a unanimous...